My dear, stop stressing about things that you cannot change. You know, when you find yourself in a quandary or when you meet a challenge in your life, you need to ask yourself, is there anything that I can do about this situation? If it is beyond you, then you can take it to prayer. Because if it is on your mind, then it is on God's heart. So instead of you brooding about it, instead of you stressing about it and attracting a lot of diseases, why don't you go on your knees and surrender to God? Why don't you go on your knees and say, Father, I don't even know what to do, but I know that you can help me to figure this thing out. So, my dear, stop stressing about things that you cannot change. One thing that you cannot change is the way people see you. You cannot change their perspective or their perception about you. You cannot change their opinions about you. So don't go on a journey, okay, to change their minds about you. It's unnecessary. It's a waste of time. People will always have an opinion about you. There is nothing that you can do about it. Even the God himself. There are some people that God has created and they are saying that there is no God. We have atheists there, isn't it? But God is still there. God is still thriving. God is still manifesting himself through others. So there are certain things that you cannot change, especially when people are gossiping about you or people are talking bad about you, when people are negative. Or one thing you cannot also change is about your spouse. Maybe you want to change your spouse, you want to change your wife, you want to change your husband. You can influence him or her with your good behavior, but the change comes from inside, and it is only God who changes us from the inside out, because God has said that the heart of a king is in my hands and I can shift it to any place that I want. So instead of you brooding about it, stressing and allowing the attitude of your spouse to affect you negatively, ask God to give you the grace to stand. And at the same time, give your spouse the grace. Know that he or she is imperfect, and offer grace and mercy to the person. And ask God to give you the grace so that no matter your spouse's attitude or behavior, it will not affect your joy. Because I believe that you can be joyful even when you find yourself in a difficult situation. If it is about your finances, your relationship with people, take it to prayer. If there is something that you have to do about it, because faith without works is meaningless, you can take the step of faith, and then the ones that are beyond you, then you leave it in the hands of God. And I believe that when you do that, God will help you and you become all that he has created you to be.